Hey everyone, Commander Buckchuck here, and we are back to Karbusel in the Black Snow DLC of Graviteam. And we're starting off here where we left off, which is going to be with the friendly planes coming in, assisting our German ground forces here, scattered throughout. We're taking quite a beating, but holding nonetheless in their fortified positions, and we have a good amount of Soviet infantry and units in the open, it looks like. So let's see how this goes. See if we can see some close air support. Nice, nice. Oh yeah. There we go. Wow, taking return fire. From what? A DSK? Oh, maybe just infantry. Oh yeah. Hopefully this isn't too disorientating, zooming all around like this. Just trying to get something good with these planes. Coming in for another run somewhere, maybe? I don't know, either way, if you're in a trench, you don't want to see that coming your way. Probably some heavy machine guns and 20mm cannon shells being fired would be my guess. Wow. Quite the battle over here. In the woods, getting strafed. Probably looks like a minefield, judging by this sign. Wow, this is something. Oh yeah, put it up in Russian. Must be a minefield. This is a battle. Every time I play a different Graviteam DLC, totally reshapes the way you view the game, because each operation is pretty unique. Oh, this is great. Wow, I love having air support. I've only had it very, few times. You probably count on one hand the amount of operations I've played where I get it, so I've messed around with it in... maybe I haven't in the battle editor. I don't think it allows you to. Can't remember. But this is certainly helping. Some brutal fighting. We're probably going to lose this. Maybe not. Yeah, they'll probably cut through. What are you going to do? See how these Stugs are doing. Dug-in infantry. A unique position. Dug in right on the road. Renders the road a little bit unoperable, but I'm surprised you let me do that. Got these Stugs in action. Looks like they're able to move themselves at least into good firing positions, which is probably some 45mm shells. I think this is a Panzer III hull, so it can take them at this range. Let's see, this range being probably around 315, 200 to 300 meters, 400, somewhere between 200 and 400. Little range tool is the dash symbol behind the 1 on my keyboard. Has the España kind of squiggle and a semicolon of sorts. Can also be done by going up here and using this one? No. Wow, sorry. This one. There we go. That symbol. These guys are staying for a while, and I am not upset. Wow, look at that. They must have just fired explosive rounds over there. That, or I don't think rockets were a thing in 1943. Are they firing their anti-tank guns at these planes? That would be interesting. I really want to catch them shooting those explosive rounds again. That is something. These planes are no joke. It's unrelenting strafing runs. Wish there was a way to like lock onto the plane the way you can with other units. Yeah, I'll try this. Try to get ahead of it. So fast. Maybe I just need to improve my cameraman skills. I've seen something like this done. Ooh, this guy must have taken damage. A little smoke. You know what? Let's see if we can... I wonder if any damage is modeled. Let's take a peek. If we can see any visible damage on this plane. I'm curious if anyone's going to tell me whether this is a Focke-Wulf or a Messerschmitt. I would guess Messerschmitt. 20mm cannon over here. Machine guns. I think that actually might be a refuel, but that could also be a cannon. I'm not sure. I'll have to look in the game encyclopedia. Very cool. Couldn't see any damage though. Anyway, let's see how this continues to go, huh? Still a good amount of battle to be fought. Kind of at a stalemate. Oh yeah, I can hear explosions. Oh. Yeah, what are they shooting? Even the damaged ones still carrying on mission. Oh, they might be leaving now. Yeah, probably out of ammo. They have been here for quite a while. Wonder how much time is left in this battle. $16, okay, almost over. Oh, they offered a ceasefire too. Maybe we'll take that. Let's assess. That's how I'll wrap this video up. We'll assess the tactical situation and see what is worth doing. So, our objective here was, I keep losing units. I probably should accept it, but if I wasn't making a video, that might be what I'd do. Anyway, go over the objectives very quickly again. We are trying to hold these two because they can be lost. Both pretty good defensive positions. Given that we already have a lot of dug-in trench lines. This is actually a little bit weaker than that center side, so maybe we're expected to fall back a little bit, because there are more layers of trenches that we can occupy as we retreat. This doesn't really seem too great, but it does hold some valuable terrain on being roadside property, and if we can dominate this road, we control movement, which stops their advance. But I don't think we're going to have fire superiority over here. I think these units are probably cut off-ish. And yeah, we'll lose this square, which is unfortunate, but actually, yeah, it is rather unfortunate, because now if we're isolated here with no access to the road, well, there's more road over here. But either way, not great to lose, because it's a bridgehead as well. So hopefully we can fall back and continue to utilize this terrain to our advantage. I remember we had taken some pretty heavy losses over here. I think we might have lost an entire platoon or two. Has got wiped out in these trenches. Yeah. Lost a lot. Hopefully we made the Soviets pay, which, judging by the... Yeah, I mean, there's a good mix of bodies, but honestly a bit more German over here. Their assault pretty much crushed us. This was not good terrain to dig in. I should have used the natural positions, but I wanted to use the dig in option. Yeah, I should have put them behind on the line, behind some barbed wire. That would have been better. Well, now we know for next time. Yeah, I should have certainly used the pre-made defenses. You know, it opens you up to be a target for artillery, so it's kind of a double-edged sword, but it usually is some of the most ideal positioning because it's what was actually used. Okay, here the line begins to still exist. We have an officer. Let's see what kind of level of officer this is. Platoon commander. Okay, they're full strength. Slightly under fire, but hopefully still have a good zone of control. They might actually have fire superiority over here. So that's going to be a bit of a draw, maybe, who ends up with that. This, I'm a little worried about. This center body over here that they're attacking with. On the map, that would be... right about dead center. Okay, they're actually still on their terrain, and we still maintain this hill mounted, this really area with the pillboxes and everything. Very good sectors of fire is kind of still giving us superiority. If we can, you know, eliminate units over here and kind of, if this is the extent of their advance, I think we'll have it. Combat sustainability 51. Yeah, they're taking losses. Survey the area a little bit. See what's what around here. The line is in disarray, but when you look at the big picture, it's not as bad. Not as bad as my final offensive. I've been just dreading going back to that. Just roaming through the woods. Walk towards some gunfire. Here we go. Signs of battle. Officer down. Adjusting his aim with the cannon, hopefully lining up a shot. Oh. Soviets have overrun some of these frontal positions. Heavily armed with the machine gun, submachine gun, riflemen laying down fire at range. Hear that PPSH variant burst. The burp gun. Mosin Nagant firing at probably 200 meters at fleeing Germans over there on the run. That is a advance. Yeah, the Soviets are numerous. Seeing not as many bodies as I would have thought on their side, which is a little disheartening for our, you know, intent to win or inflict as many casualties as possible. Not exactly win a Pyrrhic victory either way, because we're going to lose on the large-scale map most likely. The situation being what it is. Soviet infantry squad online, met their limit of advance, their LOA. Yeah, all the notifications I get aren't good. That's why I like to play with it off. Let's head towards our bastion, the hill. What is the name of this hill, or what will we name it? Is there an elevation marker anywhere? No, I guess it's not quite a hill. It's unfortunate. Ah, okay, perfect. Hill 70.4. We're just going to call it Hill 704. Hill 704, though, is still spitting out fire. Yeah, well, that's alright. I'd probably hit the deck too if I just let them, you know, stream bullets out of my heavy machine gun fire on enemy positions. Heavy machine gun fire coming from the German lines. We'd love to hear it if you're playing as the Germans. I'm glad we held this with losses as always, but as is war. Yeah, this is a really fun campaign. Or operation, to use Graviteam speak. Could be low on ammo. Ah, very well might be. Who are you? Oh, some people are low on ammo. Yeah, let's call it. Anyway, can't recommend this one enough. It allows you to not give many orders because you're defending if you're the Germans, which is fun, and if you're the Soviets, it's kind of very close. So even attacking, it's pretty limited on what your options are. If you're in a tactical battle like this, which, take notes, maybe don't do this if you're the Soviets, but your options are pretty limited. It's basically just going to be an attack order up the hill. Frontal attack. Not great. Let's see how we did. Oh, we lost some... Wow, okay, we kind of got handed it. So they took some. We lost more platoons than they did. Wow, that's not what I was hoping for. And our total casualties, 119 to 218. Okay, double the losses with half the men. We both lost about the same percentage of our forces, which is not great. We lost some equipment, but so did they. They lost slightly more. They captured some of ours, we captured some of theirs. Yeah, I do assume we must have lost some territory. Perhaps not. We'll see on the operational map. Call this the AAR. See if there's anything noteworthy. Lost some heavy weapons. Kept some heavy weapons. Lost some heavy weapons. Abandoned. That's not a good sign. Abandoned means you're very unlikely to get those back. And we might have lost the square. Well, killed 8, fought to the last. Posthumous awards, I'm sure. 223rd Infantry Division, 3rd Battalion of the 385th Infantry Regiment, 10th Company Heavy Weapons Platoon. Oh, we'll have to look into them. Pretty good. Destroyed 10. Yeah, I didn't know you could do this. Hover. Get a quick one without having to click. 3, 8. That's neat. Yeah, everyone did a very good job. Considering. Hits received. What did we get hit by? Oh, some 45 millimeters at range. Did nothing but bounce off. Yeah, these guys did not perform very well. But the terrain here is pretty atrocious. I did not know we lost one. That's bad. And it got hit by 2-pounders, so it must have been hit by some Lend-Lease tanks. I did not realize we had lost this guy. Damaged radio, state abandoned, lost. Oof, this thing is probably still... that is bad. It's probably still in very good condition. Just the crew was killed. It's abandoned. Oh, it's behind enemy lines. Right there. That is... well, that's a little bit sour. Full ammo, full fuel. Killed 1 person, took 12 hits. Poor performance. That range is 700 meters too, really? Yeah, I guess that's what side shots will do. Although, I don't know why he was facing this way. Let's see. Well, at least he was engaging the enemy. I'd bet it might have been this guy. Churchill. That's not a 20-pound, or a 2-pounder. Okay. Destroyed vehicles, you bastard. Alright, well. Got beat by the commander himself. Lieutenant Rozenkov. My Russian is terrible. I apologize. I think that's spelled wrong, though. I thought it was L-E-Y for Lieutenant, however they would say it. Company commander is going to paint a little iron cross on his hull. This tank is well equipped to destroy a Stug, if there ever was one. Well-modeled tank as well. I'd love to maybe play as the Soviets sometime. Use this. Not ideal terrain for it either, but again, it is a heavy tank with pretty good armaments. It would be shredded without infantry escort and maybe some armored cars, but could work. It did work. Anyway, let's go back and see the big questions. Did we lose the square? Battle group routed and a key point lost. Well, that's unfortunate. But keep on fighting, and I hope that we were expected to give up a little bit of ground anyway. So, darn, yeah, we lost our link. Our supply network will be a little more strained. Since we do not control the road, we may have to counterattack. We have Stugs, hopefully some artillery. But anyway, hopefully this was a little bit shorter than the last one, and we wrapped it up nicely for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Also, please do comment on any constructive criticisms you have, or things you prefer to cover or not cover, or what you'd like me to address or talk about in any of these videos. Thank you again, and goodbye.